Okay, let's start on the pasta salad. I don't have a camera person anymore, so I'm going to be filming by myself. Let's see how well I do. I have a pot, a stock pot filled about a third of the way or so with water. Should be enough for 3 boxes. Get that on to boil. We need to put our dishes away. This is how my son does them. He loads them all up on a towel on the countertop. That would be Brandon. He's 22 years old. You won't, I don't know if I mentioned this, but you won't be seeing me in this video. Yeah, I did mention it. I have to film myself. We still have got to show you the pasta salad ingredients. Now, I know pasta is not what people are trying to eat these days, so please don't be judgy on the pasta. This is for someone that wants a cheap and easy meal. And I also mentioned that these meals are also vegan, so they can be incorporated into any diet, or you can adjust them how you see fit, how you want to put the ingredients in. You can add cheese, you can add whatever you like. I just want to take some time to go over the ingredients. Of course, you're going to need your pasta. And the spices I'm using are only going to be basil leaves, salt, and pepper. I'm trying to keep it simple to keep the cost of it down. The salt, I have a funny story about. I got this at Dollar Tree. This huge thing of pink Himalayan salt. It's also a grinder. They were $1 at Dollar Tree. And there were 6 of them, so I bought them all. And it's a good thing I did, because the next time I came back, they don't stock them anymore. So I got a really good deal on that. Then, of course, you're going to add your Italian dressing. These are the vegetables I'm going to put in. Normally, I'd put maybe broccoli and add that to it. This time, I'm working with what I got. So I've got some tomatoes. I just buy the Roma tomatoes at Aldi. And I got a half a green pepper. I would have had more, but one of my peppers went bad too early. And then, of course, a whole red onion and cucumbers. Okay, so got my vegetables ready to chop. I think that I just want to take a little time to talk about my family. I have 4 kids, and 3 of them are living at home. My oldest is Brandon. He is 22 years old. And then my second is Natalie. She is 19 years old. She is at Ohio State. She's not in the home with us. And then I have Jonathan, who is 17 years old, and he is going to go to Ohio State as well. He has big college plans, doing really well. I've got my youngest, who is Sierra. She has been filming a lot of videos for me. I do realize that some of the videos well, actually all of the videos are not very good yet, but that's because we're brand new. Once we learn what we're doing, we have a lot in store for you. I do really enjoy cooking. I didn't used to enjoy cleaning, but I do now. I'm getting into the groove with it. I have one of my cats on a chair over here. I'm like trying to keep her from jumping up on the table. So, about me, I was born in Oklahoma. My family moved here when I was around 11 years old, and this is Ohio that we're in now. At first, I didn't really think it was home, but it's becoming a home to me. And I'm trying to have a more positive outlook and really change my life. I've changed my whole routine. Oh, I forgot to tell you that I do have a business degree. I've done some work with trying to start my own businesses, and most of them have failed. I've been a little successful at some things. I have done things like wedding planning, and I've been a DJ. I kind of got away from DJing. I mean, it's okay, and I liked it, but it's not really something in this area that I can go very far with. So, yeah, that's a little bit about me. I have changed my entire routine. I now get up at 5 o'clock every day. I want to make goals for my life. I am a denture wearer, and I'm having a really hard time adjusting to my dentures. So I'm really being diligent about it because I'm determined, but I do have a major goal in life of being able to someday get dental implants. They are highly expensive, so that's why that's not an option for me right now, considering you could probably buy 2 brand new cars with the cost that it would take for me to get a full set of dental implants. So it's just really not an option right now. So I have also 4 cats. I'm sure that you'll be seeing my cats in videos in the future. I have my ginger babies who are 4 years old now. They are Loki and Mr. Tubbs, or my kids like to call him Keto. You'll find that we have many names for our cats. There are just so many, and no one can ever agree. We got a new female cat probably back in September of 2017, and I like to name Sandy for her. But then Jason, who is my boyfriend, keeps calling her Miss Kitty. So he just hollered that it's short for Pretty Miss Kitty. And then there is Icarus. He is our gray cat, and he is 3 years old, and he's very mischievous, and he has this thing about him where he doesn't like feet. So if you get your feet near him, he will attack. And Jason has learned very well that when he attacks, it can do a lot of damage, because last time it ripped a hole in his sock and he had a pretty good scratch from him. So, what to talk about? More about me. I do enjoy karaoke, and I spent some time doing karaoke at bars. I mean, I wasn't just singing, I was the karaoke host, I guess you could call it, in layman terms. So I do enjoy singing. I'm not very good at it, but I think I do okay sometimes. Now Jason, he is a phenomenal singer, but he's been really sick, so he gets sick like a couple times a year and ends up losing his voice, and then he can't really sing at all. And I'm just hoping that he'll get his voice back soon so that we can set up and do the singing. You know, it's a lot of fun. I don't like cutting onions, but fortunately this one is not really bothering me. So I am going to stop talking and finish cutting these vegetables, and I will give you an update on how things are going. Okay, the pot is boiling, so I am going to go ahead and add the pasta. You want to make sure, of course, that your water is at a rolling boil for the best results with your pasta. Alright, so let's get a spoon to stir this with. I like to give it a good stir. It keeps it from sticking. I normally don't even use any oil in my pasta. But now that that's on, I'm going to set the timer for 12 minutes. And in case you're wondering, I'm using bow tie pasta. Alright, pasta's on and veggies are cut. What I do is I use two very large Rubbermaid bowls, and I divide the vegetables into each bowl. I do half for each. Put the onions in. Get a little bit of green pepper in each one. There isn't much green pepper, but there's lots of cucumbers and tomatoes. just love this cutting board. I don't even know where I got it. Yeah, I want to get some videos with Jason in them because he is just a really cool guy, and like everybody he ever meets is always in love with him. I don't know how he does it. He's just that cool. And we're both struggling with our weight. I know pasta salad's not the best thing for weight loss, but to be honest with you, I don't really eat the pasta salad. I'm going to go ahead and get the Italian dressing, get it ready, and put it in the bowls. That way, all that really needs to be done when I'm done with this is to put the pasta in after it cooks and gets drained. You may ask why I'm making a vegan pasta salad video. Well, my 13-year-old daughter is vegan. My 19-year-old daughter is a vegetarian. And I am a reducitarian, which means that I try to eat as little meat and dairy and eggs as possible. So we're just going to dump the whole bottle into the bowl. And of course, you can always just make one batch of this if two are too much, but I like to have it made up ahead of time. That way I can send it in my daughter's lunches. There is a channel that I really like. It's called J. Morel's Large Family Table. And she has 8 children. And she runs her own business from home. And boy, she has some really good ideas. Now, what was I going to say? I got the idea from her channel to prep peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. You wouldn't believe how much easier that makes life. She has 8 kids and I only have like 2 children living in the house, so I just realized that I talked my camera out of time. I can only record 5 minutes at a time on my phone, but my daughter can do like 45 minutes. So we usually use her phone. Since she's not here, I am stuck dealing with my phone. I don't know how much you missed, but I got all the ingredients into these bowls except for the pasta. Now, we can edit as much as we can, but I can't go back and re-throw these things in there. So, okay, we're just going to wait for the pasta to be done now. I have drained and rinsed the pasta. So, just going to divide it between the 2 bowls. I got a little more in this one. And give it a stir. Want to get all of that incorporated, and this is pretty good when it's first done, but it's also really great after it's been in the refrigerator overnight. But just with that little amount of vegetables I added, it adds a lot of color to it. I'm going to tilt the bowl a little bit so you can see inside. Sorry about the sniffles. Everybody in my family has had colds and we're working really hard to get rid of them. So hopefully soon. Like I said, Jason's been sick. Sierra's been sick. I've been sick. We just can't seem to shake it. But this is the finished product. If you want, you can add broccoli, you can add carrots, you can add olives, Whatever you like, it's limitless. But I'm going to go ahead and get my paper. Two huge bowls of pasta salad, 75 cents a serving. You can't beat that. Thank you, and I hope if you like this that you'll come back and you'll subscribe.